Okay, so I started the recording. So, Ashwini, you can take over and start presenting your screen.
Yeah, sure. So I'm sharing my screen. So screen is visible now, right? For everyone?
Yes, yes.
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 Okay. So this is the repo of our UI project named AVUI.
Mhm.
I'll also ping in the chat. So
Yeah, this is already downloaded, Ashwini. It's already
yeah,
cloned.
I'll skip couple of step like cloning the repo and all. So I hope it's not needed.
Yeah, it's not needed yet.
So, so first of all, after like cloning the repo, uh, the core application is inside the applications folder, which you can find like inside the prototype. So I'm just type application. So the package file is in the application folder. All the related node modules will be installed only from this root. And the, yeah, before that, what we need to do, you have to set up the VPN and it should connect it. And second thing is um, we have you have to create a .npm rc file inside the application folder. Okay, uh, just like here you can see. So it will contain your login uh, credentials, like uh, you are if you will be authorized for the Nexus, and you can check by accessing the Nexus link directly, which has all the EIS repo. Uh, also selling this. So if you will be able to log in here in the Nexus link, it means you can download the repo. Okay, and so after checking the Nexus status, just create the npmrc file .npmrc. The uh,
Right. So I can
format
see how, yeah, we have the registry, we have the author name, email, and URL and all that.
the format will be like this. So I'll
Mhm.
share the format as well.
Sure. Where do we get the auth from? The underscore auth.
So this is the hash of the password. I mean,
Okay, we
hash
have to
coded
create this.
password. So
We have to
to
create
do
this.
this,
Uh-huh.
just I'm coming at that point. So
Uh-huh.
simply yes. So to get this auth code, what you need to do is simply go to the console of your browser and use this method to
Hmm.
make it as and username and password and some sorry, error, what? So here you can find the hash code of your authentication. Okay, username and password. So this hash code should be there in the auth attribute. Af- After setting this npm rc file, we are good to download the all the related repo doing yarn. So simply inside the application folder, run the yarn command. So it will start. I have already updated, so it's it just completed quickly, but it will take 5 to 10 minutes depending on your bandwidth and internet speed. And then after getting the successful message, you can start the application simply doing yarn start. So by
So
default,
for
it will.
humans, yeah, we need VC for this, right?
Sorry,
We need
Piyush?
Visual Studio
We need
for
what?
setting up Visual Studio.
So
Visual
it
Studio.
depends on the developer's choice. I mean, any editor will work fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So Visual Studio is little old school, but yeah, I'm much familiar with it, so I'm using it. But
Okay.
it's not
Old
mandatory.
school is good, man. Old school is
Yeah,
good.
you can understand.
How about IntelliJ? We can utilize IntelliJ also, right?
Yeah, IntelliJ, I think little better. It has lots of extra features. So if anyone is familiar with it, that would be great.
Okay.
So after checking, like it's running on the local host 3000 port by default. So the bundle is still building. So after when the build will be completed, you will get the message. Just wait for a couple of minutes. And during all this process, the VPN should be connected. Otherwise, we will miss the package and it will throw error. Okay. So here you can see application is live now, and QA username password is default. We are using in the development, so anyone can use this to log in the application. And after this, you guys already know, so I can jump into the code if you got the
Yeah, this we have
installation
seen.
setup.
Create customer and create code we have seen. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Any
anything,
questions from the last session, guys? Any other question like you had while we are creating customer or code? Any questions? I guess no questions, so we can move to the code.
yeah, okay. So and like we have, should I cover the UI builder views?
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please, please.
cool. So like, uh, let's jump into the code first. So inside the application folder, we have a package folder, and inside this package, we have different folders for the different product. Like For the accident, you can see here we have PBACC master. In similar for the critical illness, it's CI, HI for health, leave, SMP. Couple of them are not working, but we have the folder. STD for the standard life, and GPLU is for the uh, permanent life plans. So these are the code related to the specific product is will be inside this folder, and we have some common code as well, so which is distributed outside of the project folder. Okay, just like the policy. So whatever the code inside the
Okay.
policy is
Before you go
common
into
to the.
policy, I have one question here, like general question. Like here we have PA or PB, and PA product services, PB ACC master, right? And
Yeah.
then we have PH hyphen product. What are these prefix like PA, PB, PH?
So exactly, I mean, why they are using this term, I'm not sure,
Okay.
but like I'm just following, the consistency. So it was already there when uh, I was involved in the project.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead in policy.
So these are the common, and others are the common code. The DXP is related to the APIs. So APIs, actions, and all you can find here. Uh, and policy has this policy benefit and policy. Uh, these folder has the common code which is applicable on the all the product, like creating the code and all which is common to everyone is in the policy folder. And if we will go to the any specific project, suppose in the accident, you can see the data gather. So data gather has all the forms, basically you can say, which and the forms, we are using the UI builder to create that forms. You can say the basic, we can create the basic structure via UI builder. So UI builder is something like this. It's a small application inside the repo and running on the Electron. So you need to install the Electron as well to run this. And the, so let me close this first. And to run the UI builder, simply in the same folder inside the application, uh, you have to run the you have to write the command yarn UI builder start, and it will start the UI builder. Simply go to the file, select the core, and we have three part in it. One is the component. Component are the just like the UI component you can use in your form. Uh, blocks which already created in the code all are
Right.
available here. So if you want to edit any block, you can select and edit. And this
So
is
Ashwini, just to give everyone the idea, like what is UI builder. So guys, like the way we did uh, in product factory, right? How we build our workspaces, right? To capture the data from the customer, right? So if you have seen the customer creation and the code creation, basically what we do is we capture the data from customer, right? In same in customer and the same in the code. In the code journey, we are capturing more data, right? So those data has to be captured in some forms, So what UI builder does it? UI builder gives us a functionality to build those forms for us, and it will be like drag and drop. Like you need a text field to capture the name, right? And you need a drop down basically to select the policy type, maybe, or maybe a date type column to start the effective date for the policy to capture that data. All of these data forms could be designed using UI builder in a very easy way, like drag and drop functionality. So you'll have all those components available to you, and then you can decide, okay, for your form to capture the data, this is basically I need, and you can basically drag and drop it in using this UI builder. So that is what UI builder is. It is building a UI for you. That is why it is called UI builder. Any questions on what is UI builder? And then Ashwini is going to show us how we can utilize this UI builder to build our UI.
No question.
Okay, Ashwini, you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, for example, you can see this form. Let me find some real form. So, second. So, suppose we have this coverage definition section or funding structure section. You can find, you can inspect it. Each and every component has some unique ID. So at least you can find in the, you know, you can inspect, find the ID, and simply you can search in the code. So you can easily find where that block is. So just like for the accident, we have funding structure block here, and the file name is, you can see, accident funding structure dot block dot ts. So simply you can search here. Uh, so here you can see the form, whatever we have in the funding structure. You can see contribution basis, uh, uh, and couple of field is not visible. Why? Because the UI builder has some component, but sometimes you need to create your custom component, and custom component is not, you know, uh, not visible in the, will be not visible in the UI builder because it's not binded together. So just like you can see, uh, any component which is type of attribute value selector will not be visible in the UI builder, but you can see in the configuration. Like if you will go to the, sorry,
Right. So just to give you guys the background, what happens is, like, EIS as a base product, they have provided us multiple components, same as in V12 also. Okay. Those components which are provided by EIS, we call those base products, or the base within the product, the base components. Okay. All those will be visible under the UI builder, which are provided by base. But the custom components what we are going to build using React.js. Okay, now the technology used is React.js. Using React.js, we can build new components which are not already present in the UI. or which are not provided by the base or EIS. So once we develop those components will not be visible in the UI builder, is what Ashwini is telling. The other components which were provided by base or EIS, those will be visible, and you can play around with those components. About the custom components, to develop new components, I think we are going to see it later. But for now, what Ashwini is showing is like how to utilize UI builder to utilize already provided components to us, and how we can play around and design our UI using those components.
Yeah. So here you can see in the configuration, like this attribute selector is available, but you can't see because it's a custom component. Okay. So we have a bunch of custom component as well. So it's not documented anywhere, but we do find by doing some reverse engineering, searching in the code by that way. And another important thing is, suppose we are we have added any component. Uh, let's add something. Some input stuff.
So Ashwini, can you again tell us like how did you select this building block, the accident funding structure block? How did you select, and
You,
then you're going to change that, right? So can you just again quickly show how did you select this one?
yeah, sure. So first of all, suppose when you will get the requirement of changing something inside this uh, any component, you will check this where it is located. So suppose we can see this is located in the funding structure. So simply inspect the component and copy the ID. I mean, this is this quick way to find it. So copy the ID and search in the code. So you can find. You have to change in the accident uh, product. So you have this ID, and you can find the related blog, and then with the file name like accident funding structure blog. Go to the UI builder. We have three part here: component, blocks, and pages. So if the file is named .blog.ts, you need to find the blocks. So uh, accident funding structure, and it will filter and show you whatever related is. So simply click on the edit option and you will get this block. Is it clear?
Yeah, Ashwini, is clear.
Cool. So now suppose if you want to add something in the block, just go to the component option, and there are multiple components. So I'm suppose I want to add some input component, a switch. So just I'm dragging it here uh, next to the, and you can find here the switch is ready, right? And you can change the name of switch, whatever, new switch. And when you will save this, it will be saved in the file as well. So you can go to the log file and you can check the bottom of new, yeah, new switch, right? So you can see this component has been added to your file. Okay. And another thing is sometime the component is binded with the backend data. Uh, like we have a rules, so that rules are and default values are applied on that component. So to make uh, that rules work on the component, you have to write the name of component, uh, which is binded with the backend. So basically, backend guy will provide you the entity name. For example, I have some entities I can show you. So this is the entities for the HI product, and suppose I am searching the benefit amount. So if you have any component related named benefit amount, you can see we have whatever the name is. Suppose this is the name of attribute. Attribute name is this. So you have to copy this name, and that name should be similar to the and should be added in the component. And then this component is ready to uh, get default value from the server, from the backend.
So Ashwini, the G entity file is shared by the developer, the backend developer,
Yes.
or is it just a communication in the Jira saying, you use this field? How it is done?
So basically, the whenever a new component need to add, backend guys first add all the uh, like the rules and in the OpenL and in the Caracas and then in the database to fetch the default value and
Mm.
and then the same entity name should be I mean they provide us and we add in the UI component.
Okay, but UI builder is not intuitive enough to get that by itself. I mean, you don't get the field names populated. Let's say if you just type benefit, you will get the option of benefit amount child, or benefit amount adult, or whatever.
Uh,
We don't get such thing.
you
There's
mean
no, yeah.
UI builder can't update itself like
Okay, it will not do. Okay, so it cannot fetch it by itself.
no, yeah. Suppose, I mean, it does happen like sometime backend developer change the entity name, but they
Ah,
do not update us, and
ah,
then
then it will be
UI
broken.
show the error on that component.
So how do we tackle that scenario? I mean, how do we make sure that we are
Generally,
uh,
it's all added with a ticket. So suppose a task has been created with the subtask backend and frontend, and that task will have the detail like whatever the entity name should be added. So backend guy will use, or if the backend guy has updated anything, he will update in the task, and UI developer can uh, pick that entity name from that task only. And sometimes we do connect with the backend developer directly.
mhm. Okay.
So basically, it's all mentioned in the Jira ticket.
Mhm. So before you start the UI work, it has to be done. The backend has to be completed before.
Yeah, most of the time, until it's not a bug or something. If it is a task related to the configuration, uh,
Mhm.
backend should be completed first.
All right. And UI builder, apart from playing with the fields, can we
Yeah,
also how potent it is? In a way, can we also write some rules on it? Can
yeah,
we do validations?
yeah, right. I'm coming on that point.
Sure.
So, like, these are the options available for. I mean, you can see the in the right panel when you select any component, what other thing you can do. So, suppose if you want to implement some condition, uh, like when it need to display or when it need to be disabled. Uh, so simply you can go to the inside the condition, select the display, and then you can write the condition here. Field name is actually the variable name. Suppose if we want to show this switch when this input component is available. If not, we will not show. So it means we need to use this name in the condition. So suppose field name is this is equal to boolean true. It means when this field will be equal to true or it is available, then we this switch will be displayed. Otherwise, it will be not displayed on the UI. So you can play with the basically we have two options only: display and disable in the condition, and we can add some validations also. But generally, we do not validate anything on the UI right now because all is coming from the backend characters and OpenL rules. And we can also add some event. Suppose if you want to, I mean, it's very rare condition, but yeah, it can come. Like if you want to update something else on clicking on these switches uh, on the UI, you can add your event here, and you can add the conditions for on that event. Like suppose any you can create any event name ABC on change and then what on change what need to be happen you can add here. So yeah, basically
So
these
basically, we can trigger some event, right? Based on some input on the UI, right?
yeah right.
And that
It's also
that
very rare, but yeah, I mean we have this feature in the component UI builder.
okay, and that event will be triggered down to the backend, right?
Uh, no, I mean this is the UI event. Uh, I'm not sure we can add the API or API call or something, but uh, at least we can
Okay.
create the. But I think we can, but I'm not sure. I haven't done yet.
Something
So
like on
because if
save button, right? Save button, what we do is like we create lot many events in the background, right?
right, so if any event will call, uh, yes, we can add any API call there, and we can trigger the backend as well.
Oh, got it.
So this is how we configure the UI component. And when you want to delete it, simply delete it, and in the file you can check it's not there. Okay, you can see, right? So save it. So this is all about the UI builder. Yeah, and what else in the code is like
So one thing I think we missed in the UI builder is the layout and how to. So we show a particular component we can configure, but then the general layout if you want to change. Suppose the funding structure should be now the first component in my plan, right? How do I do that? I think layout is there something like this.
yes,
So
it's also in the UI builder. Let me show you. You can see this block has ID, accident, funding structure, right? So let's search it, and you can see here the accident plan dot blocks, right? So go to the blocks again, accident plans. Here you can see. uh, all are arrangement of all the components. So suppose if you want to put this funding structure before the coverage, you need to drag it before that, or simply you can delete it and add something else above it. So suppose if you want to add something before the coverage, uh, layout, you can add a row here. Um, You can add some input boxes here. So when you save the code, let's check. So you can see a form is coming before the coverage, right?
Right.
So, so these structure like arranging the order and all, we can do it directly from the UI build.
And if I suppose want to add a new tab itself, like after plan, I want to add one more tab here, new tab basically.
For that, I mean, the tabs are static. It must it's somewhere in the code, so you need to search the file and uh, you can add there only.
Okay, not through the UI builder. Okay, got it, Ashwini. You remember, Pankaj, this we had configured in V12 using workspace, and then under
Yes.
components, we were adding components using product factory, right?
Yes.
Same now, it's so easy in using UI builder, right?
Yeah, I mean, configuring the new stuff is pretty easy. Uh, what 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 is the most challenging thing I found is like if you will get any bug, suppose let me show you any bug if assigned to me. So because we don't have any document, so if you don't know about the custom component which is already available, uh, initially you might be, you can struggle in finding and uh, completing the task. But once you will be, uh, aware about that, it will be easy. And let's open the ticket.
So till now, we have not seen anything about custom components, right? Actually, we only have seen the components which are
Yeah, we
provided
don't
by.
have any document, so this basically couple of things I remember, like the percentage input is the custom component. So when you will use this, you will not find in the percentage input is the custom components. In similar, we have attribute value selector. In it, the data comes in the drop down. So these two components are widely used, which is not visible on the uh, UI builder, but it's already there because it's created, I think, very early in the project. So and similar custom component we can create ourselves if needed. So yeah, this is the ticket code can't be saved with valid eligibility. So you don't know code why code can't be saved. Okay? So you need to dig deeper into the code. Even we don't know where this file is, which is used to where the code is, which is we are using to save the code. So I mean, you guys are familiar with the debugging and all, right? So simply you need to find the component first. Then on the basis of that, you will suppose generally we have like save code method. So we have many method. You can go one by one and read the code, understand it, like if it is using for the same purpose which is defined in the task. If yes, uh, you can fix the bug. Otherwise, I would keep debugging and reverse engineering. But it is common everywhere in the world, I think. So yeah.
Sure. Ashwini. And as part of Bankers project, did we also develop some custom product components?
Not yet, Vijay. So they have couple of like I have said, but we don't have created yet any new custom component.
Okay. And you do that basically using React.js, right? If we need to create.
So so these codes are in the React.js. I mean, like you did saw this plan block, right? So how this plan get executed? Uh, plans.tsx. So plan. We have code to plans view, like here you can see. So whatever the plan view we have, is this plan view is visible to us. Uh, there is a code. Whenever that component render, this file code with this file is loaded. We have use effect. Whatever the related API should be called first. It's already here, and on the coverage click on the adding of plan, what should be added. Uh, like these data are coming from the store. EIS is using the MobX, which is similar to the Redux. So it fetch the API, uh, process it as per the requirement, and then store in the global variable, you can say. And then while adding the plan, uh, this method is called. So suppose if you want to do something while adding the plan, uh, possibly you can do here in this method. And this is the plan form, which is with some properties, which is used to process this plan form we created. Yeah, back to you, Vijay.
Okay. Yeah, guys, any questions? So UI Builder actually, in my understanding now, has made life easier for us to create this UI, right? And the only
Yes, I
thing,
mean,
Mhm.
In general, the biggest thing is in the any application is how to handle the forms, and EIS has already created good stuff to handle the forms, so you need not to worry about how to handle the input component and what to do while clicking on the say submit button or something. This is something which is easily manageable, and you need to focus only on the core code like uh,
Business.
processing of the data and all. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, and UI builder, I think we'll have to get familiarized. We'll have to see all the types of components available to us for our consumption. Basically, how we can change the UI, what are like the way we used to create these HTML forms, right? So we have had many input types. Similarly, I think in the UI builder also we have multiple types of components. We need to get familiar with what we could do actually with this UI builder. What type of
Right. I mean,
components we can
we
have.
don't have the document or the any repo access for the UI builder, but
Yeah, we can certainly
uh,
do some research, right? Like just play around
yeah,
with this UI builder, drag and
yeah. So
drop
you
each
can
type of
find the
component.
code in the node modules, and you can just
Mhm.
play by using it.
Okay. Okay. And Ashwini, one more thing we wanted to understand from you was like, once we suppose this clone this UI application, now this UI application on local will actually try to hit DXP, right? And that
Yeah, right.
DXP
So
will
by
be,
default,
Mhm.
yeah. Question. So by default, we have a dxp.json file. By default, it's uh, redirecting to the development server. But you can here change the base path, and you can connect with any server you want.
Okay, so by default it's already pointing it to development environment. That is good.
Yeah.
So, Vaibhav, we don't need to make any changes basically in the UI. Okay, and
Yeah, I got it.
once your
And
UI
if
comes up, you can try to create some customer end codes.
yeah, and if
Yeah, sure.
one is running the backend and frontend both on the system, I think we need to just provide the local backend path here, and it should work.
Right. And our UI application works on 300 port, and
Yeah,
these other application DXP and the backend might run on the different uh, port, right? So sure, I
right.
think we'll take care of that. So, but for now, once we have this UI application up and running on our local, we will be basically able to connect uh, and work on it. Like we can create customer and we can create codes, all those things.
Yes.
Any other questions, Vaibhav, for you to start with?
For time being, there is no question.
Okay, okay. I'll send you the recording anyway for this video once I get it. Okay. But meanwhile,
Sure.
just try to do it, and later on you can see go through this video and see, and then UI builder also we can start, and we can start doing some research on the UI builder part, like what type of components are available, and how we can put it on the UI, different things.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Ashwini has sent one more file, npmrc file, right? That's that
Yeah.
file also we need to update, right? Ashwini, we need to update
Hmm.
that file or
Create.
create that file. Okay. Okay. And he has given the data. So accordingly, we will have to fill our data. Okay.
And this file
Hmm.
should be in the application folder.
In the
Yeah,
application.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
If you have any questions, Vaibhav, when you are configuring, you connect with Ashwini and let's try to configure on your machine first, and then you help others to set up the machine.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Any other questions for Ashwini?
No.
Okay. Cool. So I'll stop recording and then maybe we can wrap up the session.